Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at vareva.com. Today I am going to show you a simple sweet which as a kid I used to love it, carrying these little laddus, that is Suji ka laddu, what we call it as Rava Laddu. This is one of the very simplest sweet. It's very easy to make. Nowadays when the kids play car racing and so on, they add booster power to the cars to make them go faster in those video games. When we were kids, I used to call these booster laddus because when we were really tired and mom used to give one more laddu and again we used to run back to the ground and play for a few more hours with more of energy. To make this Rava Laddu, you can add cashew nut, raisins and chironji and nicely saute them, and then you can add rava, but I am going to make the simplest way. For this method you need to be a little bit careful. Add 2 teaspoons of ghee. To this add chironji. You can, if you have chironji, you add it, otherwise you can add almonds, cashew nut, pistachio or whatever you have, and then add broken cashew nut and then add raisins. If you have a small kind of raisins, they go excellent with this Rava Laddu. Now one important thing is we have to roast all these ingredients to the right consistency. So I am going to reduce the flame. Now you see these raisins ballooning up like balloons. Just add grated coconut. I am using freshly grated coconut, okay, and then mix it up. Okay. As soon as you add the grated coconut, just saute it for 1 minute and then add your Suji rava, that is semolina. If you have noticed, my raisins haven't got the color yet, they just puffed up. My cashew nuts also got very little color, and that's when I added the freshly grated coconut. That is to cut further coloring of these cashew nuts and raisins, because you want these ingredients to be perfectly cooked, and this adding of coconut just stops the process of cooking and then cools down the mixture. After that I added Suji. This also again cuts the process of cooking further. Now I have to cook it in a very slow flame for 10 minutes. Make sure you continuously mix it. You will know when the rava is ready because you will get nice roasted rava flavor. And also if you are not very comfortable of adding cashew nut, raisins and coconut and rava all together, you can roast your cashew nuts and raisins separately and then roast your rava. That way you will not overcook any of these ingredients. The amount of dry fruits I have added, that is cashew nut, raisins as well as chironji, you can reduce the quantity. My Rava Laddus, I want more of these dry fruits, but if you want to add, just add half the quantity what I added. Now you can see that this Suji Rava has nicely colored, slightly brown, and it's perfect. This is when you add sugar. See, the amount of sugar you add depending on how much sweet you like. If you are having a lot of kids at home, just add 1:1, but if you want to reduce the quantity of sugar, add 3/4 cup of sugar for 1 cup of Suji Rava. Remember one thing, throughout I used low flame to cook this Suji Rava. Continue to put the flame low. Now you can switch off the flame and then add milk slowly. Make sure you keep mixing it. Okay, I'll mix it good and I'll add rest of the milk. I'm adding rest of the milk in there. Remember, I switched off the flame when I added the milk. Just keep stirring. The main flavoring we add for this Rava Laddu is cardamom powder. Just add a pinch of cardamom powder. As soon as you add your cardamom powder, it smells so good. Just transfer it onto your plate. Some people prefer to use water instead of milk, because if you want to keep these laddus for like 10-15 days, that's when you use water. But if you're going to consume within a few days, you can add milk and make laddus. Adding milk gives that extra nice flavor. And also the amount of moisture you add to these laddus determine how the soft or how hard the laddus are. I always prefer a little bit softer laddu. That's why I added half cup of milk. But if you want a little bit harder laddu, you can add just 1/4 cup of milk. See, now it is slightly hot, but you can make the laddus very easily. Okay, if you are unable to make the laddus easily like this, that means the moisture content is not enough. Just sprinkle little bit water or milk on it and then make your laddus. Just for 1 cup of suji, I made around 16 laddus. Even though I made these laddus little smaller than the usual laddus what we make, but I made sure that I made one regular big size laddu for the birthday boy. So dear friends, I hope you have enjoyed today's session, how to make Rava Laddu with your Vahchef at vareva.com. But remember, Vareva is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at vareva.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you. Here is my big laddu. You know when your Rava laddus are perfect. When you keep this outside for 2-3 hours, they slightly dry on the outside, but when you take a bite, they are soft and nice inside. These are really energy boosters. I can go ahead and make 2 more videos today for you all.